Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I'm in a new location. I'm in Wyoming. I have decided to go on a little trip and I decided I would take you all with me. So the pandemic it's hard being a single person and working half of my time from home. I work from home 3 days a week. And so things were getting monotonous. Like I see my apartment and that's about all I see. So I was getting, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't really know the word, but I needed to get out and I needed to get some traveling in. So I'm actually going to be visiting 3 states, and I'm going to share that with you all. Um, yeah, living alone. I can't say that I'm lonely. I think there is a difference between those two things. But living alone in this pandemic has been interesting. Also being away from family, so I can't even like ride by and see my family, just say hi to them even if it's not that we can hang out and, be conscious of social distancing. So that had been getting to me a lot. I'm also, as you all know, I'm job searching. So, and then just trying not to check out, just to be honest, check out in my current position. I really enjoy what I'm doing. I love the students that I work with, but it's time for a change. So I can't physically change my job right now because I'm job searching and all of those things, but I can change my physical space, and I decided that I'm gonna visit some states that I haven't seen before. I wanted to visit Wyoming this past summer, and I had decided to do that last year, and then the pandemic hit, and I kept talking myself out of traveling. But I'm safe. I actually do Airbnbs so that I don't have to be with other people in the hotel and things like that. So I appreciate that there are still places that are still renting for Airbnb. So that is something that I do and that I appreciate. So that's a practice that I have. And then, I'm always wearing my mask. Although here, there's not much mask wearing, which is very interesting to me because there is still a global pandemic going on. But that's another story for another day. So I am doing what I need to do to be safe as much as I can, and I'm just excited to bring you all on this journey. So I hope you enjoy. You'll see about a week's worth as I can film. Today it's real rainy and it's 28 degrees, so I'm freezing. So I'm going to go ahead and end this, but I will see you all on the road. Bye. Up first is just a little snapshot of western Nebraska on my ride towards Wyoming. Wonderful sky. So I like Airbnbs because you can get a kitchen. I've been using Airbnb for about 3 years now, and about a year and a half ago, I started doing the entire place option just so I could have space, I could have the kitchen to myself. And in this pandemic, the times when I have traveled, it's really been great. So I thought I'd give you all, I can cook for myself. That's the other nice thing about having a kitchen. Just made a grocery run earlier. Just wanted to show you some of my food I got. This grapes I got because I can keep them cold, but then they can travel with me. These are some of my favorite chips. I did get some ramen. I love these seaweed snacks. This actually, I was going to get a big container, but they had these on sale. These are small, 4 small ones. So I'm actually going to use 2 in a soup that I'm about to make, and then I can take the other 2 with me. So I did also get items for soup, and you can see instead of getting cabbage, I got Brussels sprouts because I knew I wouldn't use the whole cabbage, and I saw the butternut squash, so I'm actually going to add that to my soup as well. I stayed in Cheyenne, Wyoming. They had a lot of cowboy boots around. This one reminded me of Manifest Destiny, so I did, as a historian, think a lot about, the original inhabitants of the land, and in history, that this idea of westward expansion and what that meant for indigenous communities. And there was a lot of talk of divine intervention and that this was of God. So this boot reminded me of that history. And it's important to remember these images of those moving out west who came and conquered. And that's what I thought about with this statue that's at the middle, that's at the Capitol. I always like to try local coffee places. So this place was very close to my Airbnb, and I walked here, but I forgot I was a whole YouTuber and I didn't blog any of that walk. So I got in my car and then I just drove back over here once I walked to my car. So this is the place I got. And now we're gonna go see what other adventures we can get into here in Billings, Montana. You all, I found the money spot. Look at that. You can see the mountains in the far. I'm trying to talk over the traffic to save my time. My voiceover later, sorry. I really hope it clears up tomorrow so I can come back before I leave and you all can see the mountains in the back. I'll try to zoom in and point them out to you on the video. This is gorgeous, y'all. So I drove a little bit farther, and just across the street from where I just was is all of this. And I'm gonna go up a little higher so that you can see a more aerial view. But so gorgeous, y'all. The video just doesn't do it justice. But I hope you enjoy just this little snapshot. This is me attempting to zoom in on those gorgeous mountains for you all. Through a fence. That's the airport right there that you all see, those runways. It's super foggy out, as you can see back that way. I'm headed down to a state park and saw this view, so I wanted to get out and show you all. And I'm gonna keep going down this winding road, so I should get closer to these mountains right here. It is gorgeous out here. Woo! why you'll hear my car running because it's cold and I'm keeping it on to have the heat. But this place is gorgeous. This is my meditation for the day. There's not many places to park alongside the road, so I'm just catching some as I can. These rock formations are just gorgeous to me. So this was the drive up to Pictograph State Park, and they had a small little canyon that had some pictographs. I didn't really go in the canyon, but you will see some pictures once I get up to the canyon. Listen to that silence. First, I gotta change my shoes. Aren't they so cute? Found them at the thrift store. Decided to go with the Nikes instead. Like my socks. Burr, y'all, burr. Montana is cold. Good thing I live in Iowa. Had this in my car already. Snow. I always love supporting local coffee shops, particularly since I have a favorite in the town where I live at. Now I always try to find good coffee. So I came here again before I head out of Montana. Got some more coffee. So we are off to North Dakota. See you soon. I pulled into some random person's driveway because I wanted to get these pictures. It's going to be harder to stop now that there's snow. Because I won't just stop beside the road. It's definitely gorgeous. I love that little pink or purple dollhouse there. Saw these mountains in the distance and I wanted to stop. Then I didn't realize I would be by water. Hello. Oh, somebody's property. Hopefully nobody comes after me. Just a little bit more of the mountains. Airbnb here in I keep wanting to say South Dakota. In North Dakota is at the top of a salon. And I was just going to give y'all a little view. Not much to see. It's actually warming up. It was 15 degrees earlier today. So I am glad that it has warmed up some. So I'm looking kind of cute, as you can see. So here we have the Missouri River. I had to look it up to actually know what it was. It's a nice day. I was trying to get up on a peak, but it is closed. So I think this has something to do with Lewis and Clark, because there's like a sign over here. And there's a kid yelling. But yeah, it's very nice. This old bridge is really nice. I also thought these were kind of funny. I think to me, it represents the settler or the European who came to colonize, showing the indigenous people where they should go, where it was, as we know from history, the other way around. So I thought that was interesting. So I was staying up there. That's the salon I was staying in. Just showing you all South Dakota. It's snowing a little bit. It's not as hard as it was, but I'm on the road. Gonna stop in Minnesota, and then I'll be in Iowa tomorrow. I was attempting to get down at the river, but I didn't. But it's definitely gorgeous here in the trees. I'm gonna try to get down to the water. I think they said this is the Shenandoah River. You really see, I saw this water and I wanted to video it. It took me 3 times to get here, but I got here. I decided to stop in Fargo. Don't you know? I lived in Minnesota from 2005 to 2007 and never came up to North Dakota. I did go to South Dakota, but never came up to North Dakota. So I spent 2 days here and just wanted to stop in Fargo before I hit Minnesota. Isn't this pretty? I even made a TikTok while I was in North Dakota. This was to Nelly's Ride With Me, so imagine that song. Where they at? Where they at? If you want to come and take a ride with me, North Dakota at its finest. Moorhead, which I did not realize was this far north, or kind of north central. So welcome to Minnesota. One of my mentors, she was actually my professor, because I was getting my master's when I was in Mankato. She was one of my professors. She kind of moved up at Mankato, and now she's actually the president at University of Minnesota Moorhead. So that's kind of cool. I won't get to see her, of course, but that's kind of cool to remember her as I'm coming through. I had to make a stop right outside of Fargo. For those of you who don't remember, I did live in Minnesota for 2 years, from 2005 to 2007, for my first master's degree, which was at Mankato. So this is the state map. Mankato's roughly about right there, and I'm currently up here on the map. It's gonna look weird because there's glass right here, but yeah. Hello everyone, I hope you have enjoyed my trip. Last night I stayed in Minnesota and today I'm headed back to Iowa. So it has been great journeying with you all on this road trip. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know if you have any questions from my trip or just questions for me in general. I look forward to seeing you all next week. And I really did journey this trip with you all. I remember as I was driving, I'm like, we got to go see this or we got to get this picture. So thank you all for coming along with me. I also want to say thank you to my dear friends who checked in on me on this 3-state, actually it was 5 states if you count Minnesota, no, 6 states if you count Minnesota, Nebraska, and getting back to Iowa. So thank you to my friends for journeying this trip with me, checking in on me. And I just want to send a special shout out to my family. I love you all, and I look forward to when we can do some more trips together. Love you all, and I'll see you next time. Bye.